What's good, y'all? Welcome to the Kenny Parker Part 2, Game 4 live. We're watching New York Knicks versus the San Antonio Spurs. This is the Kenny Parker Show. For those that's new, normally we do this Tuesday and Friday, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. But today, this is a special day. We're watching the Knicks game. And I must say, y'all, I am very nervous. As a Knicks fan, I must say, this is not a must-win game, but it's about as close to a must-win Knicks game as we've had in a while. You do not want to go into San Antonio tied 2-2. If someone had told me before this series starts that after 3 games the Knicks would be up 2-1, I'd be ecstatic and I would take it. And if somebody told me in the next 3 games the Knicks will win 2 out of the next 3, I'll be beyond myself and I'll take it. But still, living through it is tough. Spook Realm 4Q, what up? Kenneth Smith, what's up? Divine Existence. Yes, Pete, Wu-Tang will be performing at halftime, which is a dope look for just the New York vibe. Game 3, they had Cardi B, a native New Yorker. Game 4, they're bringing in the classic. It doesn't get more New York classic than the Wu. Recently inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, Wu-Tang. That's dope. I must say the Knicks have been fantastic right up until the 3rd quarter of Game 3. Because if you look at the 4th quarter of Game 3, the Knicks won. I believe they won the 4th quarter as well. It was that 3rd quarter, which was the Knicks' downfall really in this whole series. And the Knicks have to match the physicality of San Antonio. There were some really, really rough plays in that game. I thought that first half of Game 3 was probably the most physical basketball I've seen since the 90s or maybe the 80s. That was really physical. And then the refs, all of a sudden in the second half, decided to call it differently, which annoyed me. I'm going to big up San Antonio for the coaching staff for making a great adjustment in Game 3. What they did was they took Wemby off of Cat and put him on Josh Hart so that he could roam around. Before they put Wemby on Cat and had Wemby chasing him all the way out to the 3-point line, opening up the lane. They said, no, we want Wemby in the paint, scaring people from driving to the basket. So we're going to put him on Josh Hart, and we're going to dare Josh Hart to make shots. And Josh Hart made shots in that first half of that game, Game 3. But that was a great adjustment by San Antonio, and I'm interested to see what adjustments Mike Brown has for Game 4. I'm very nervous, y'all. I can't even lie. Let's see. Take some shout outs. Gregory Nettis, what up? JT, what's going on? Ants on Candy, what up? B-Boy Jones, and what up? Jermaine Braun, J Woo 72. JT in the building, the regulars. New Haven, Connecticut. Knicks anthem for Game 4. Nervous. You know what? We should really bring out the BDP song Nervous, my hated song, but I am nervous. The Knicks are in great shape right now, but for some reason I'm not feeling good. We need Bridges to absolutely play better on both ends of the court. We have to do something with the way San Antonio is getting into the paint too. Daryl Thomas, what up? Riding Dirty Face, Kenny Parker. This is what it's all about, though. Can't even lie. Philly She says, "Here we go again." DMX voice. Game is about 21 minutes to tip off. It's kind of whack. What up, Tracy? Isaiah says, "KP, what if Scottie Pippen?" I don't know what that means. Robert, let's see if I can see. Robert Trowell. I should make this a little bit bigger. Maybe I can see. That's a little too big. Riding Dirty Face, I bet New York City is blazing right now with energy. What up, chat? You know, I feel like some of the energy has been let out of the balloon a little bit after that loss in Game 3. New York is still on fire, but it seems like New York has to rev up a little bit. I haven't heard, it wasn't a buzz. I've been outside a little bit, but it wasn't a crazy buzz like Game 3. New York has to rev back up, but hopefully the crowd will be a little bit more into it than they were in Game 3. That rich crowd. Did I big up JT? Jermaine says, "Anyway, is Anyway in the building?" We got a super chat. Let's see. I made this a little bit too big. Let me make this a little smaller. Official Takashi Mandela, thank you so much once again for your contribution to the channel. Much appreciated. DJ Kenny Parker, we damn near getting you all week. Let's go Knicks. Yeah, this is a special. We jumping in just for this Knicks telecast. For those that just want to hang out and we just talk about it, sweat about it. Yeah, Booth, the real fans ain't in the building. I mean, I'm sure there's some real fans, but you really have to be making to have $6,000 to spend to sit in the rafters of the Madison Square Garden. You have to be very financially secure. And to have tickets for Game 3 and 4, that is not an average New Yorker there. Even though they say, I saw a stat that said 1 in 22 New Yorkers are millionaires. I think that's the most in the world for one city. 1 in 22. That is crazy. I mean, so you got to imagine, I'd imagine the ratio in Madison Square Garden right now is probably way more than 1 in 22. But courtside seats going for $65,000. I mean, who can afford that, man? Sydney Webb, 34th Street is on fire. We outside. Relax, y'all. Relax. Dawn Snorleon won't be there to jinx y'all today, you know? I am a superstitious athlete. I don't like to be superstitious. Let me move this up a little bit closer. I don't like to be superstitious, but the way everything went down in Game 3 with the shutting down of the outside parties and the making people have to come in hours early and all the security, and it's just, to me, it threw off the vibe of the city. And then after the game, the Knicks lost, which was the first time since April. Then all the negativity came out, just ultimate negativity, which was so ugly to see Knicks fans out there acting a fool. I want to get back to the love fest that we had going on in the city. But we shall see. Nothing like a win to bring the love back. FU2, what up? Dopamine says, love Bridges. Bridges is one of the reasons why the Knicks are in the position that they are. And he has played fantastic basketball in this 13-game win streak. The other night was the first night in a long time where he was quiet, had an off game. And I'd also say we didn't use Cat enough. And I'm going to say the reason being was the defensive adjustment that San Antonio made. Because if you take Wemby off of Cat and make someone else hold Cat, we have a size advantage. However, Wemby is lurking, so when Cat makes his move, his power moves to the hole and his floaters, Wemby is there, so he has to kick out. And ultimately, the ball is going to swing around to Hart. He is a huge key to this game. JT says, apparently Coach Brown said we need to get Cat involved early and lots of touches to win. Knicks Fans TV used the motto, no cat, no ring. I agree with that. But, each game has its own rhythm. I don't want to force Cat just for the sake of forcing him. But I always said, and I said this during this stretch, we need Cat to be big for the first 3 quarters of this game at least. And then Brunson takes us home. That's usually been the formula. We'll see how it goes, but I wouldn't say the Knicks on their heels. The Knicks got punched in the face the other night. Absolutely. And we got to see how they bounce back. A Steele says, I'm superstitious. Tell Spike Lee to go home or the Knicks are going to lose tonight. Spike's been there the whole time during the win streak. I don't know, A Steele. Why do you feel that way? People says, I'm predicting a Knicks player will get a tech flagrant foul in the first half trying to avenge a cheap shot on Brunson by Wemby. I thought Castle gave Brunson a cheap shot as well. They just called it a common foul. I thought that was a little bit excessive how he ran into him. But Wemby that was definitely a dirty play. I'd like to see somebody give Wemby a little shot to the rib cage just to let him know that we're here. Victor Wembanyama is a government experiment. He's X-Files. Well, he's a French experiment. Andrew says, tell DJT to go home. That part. If the Spurs win tonight, Spurs will win the series. Maybe. it will definitely swing back in there. It will definitely swing back into their advantage. China Doll, what's up? You know, Lindell, at the end of the day, with all my fear and all my huffing and puffing, at the end of the day, this is really what it is. Knicks are still in control of the series right now. And I said that when I first came on at the top. If you had to ask me after 3 games, would I take Knicks 2-1, I would be ecstatic. And so I'm going to remain ecstatic. It's just that I know I have PTSD from years past. And I know that this San Antonio team is very capable of winning 4 in a row against the Knicks. Very capable. And I think Castle has done about as good a job on Brunson that I've seen. As good a job I've seen. They're showing some highlights now of the defense that Castle has played on Brunson. I don't know. I need to calm down. Lindell says, KP, that shot to the ribs, old school. Yeah. You know, that's old school ball. Not trying to hurt anybody, but just let you know that I acknowledge what you did in that last game. We saw you. And here's a little something to let you know we saw you. And here's a little something to let you know we're here too. Like, we're going to match your physicality tonight. Those guys like Oakley, Mason, Ewing, even Starks, those are the type of guys who played like that for the Knicks back in the day. That Mickey Ficky says, okay, Spurs, you need to win this one. If not, hang it. Going down to 3-1, I wouldn't say hang it, but it'd be very tough. It'd be very tough to come back from 3-1, but it's been done. It could easily be 2-1 San Antonio right now. They made 2 gigantic shots at the end of game 3. I got to give them credit. 2 gigantic shots. I thought OG stayed on the bench a little too long, too, at the end of that game. PBB, KP, were you surprised none of the Knicks players came to Brunson's defense? No, because this Knicks team seems their personality seems very even-keeled. There's no real hotheads on this team. To me, Karl Anthony Towns, he yells and he can get a little excitable at times. And Josh Hart, you saw him get a technical in the first quarter for kicking somebody. If anyone would have done something, I think it would have either been Hart or would have been Cat. And considering Hart already got in trouble for kicking somebody in the first quarter, it couldn't be him. You don't want somebody to get thrown out. So it would have had to been Cat. But this Knicks personality of the team is very stoic. If you're watching a game, you can't even tell sometimes if they're winning, losing, if a guy made a big shot or not. Just even-keeled. I don't know. I'm not surprised. It's a different era we're in too, PBB. Different era. Chandal, it was really sad to see the Spurs fan beaten up by folks in the street after game 3. He was returning to his hotel room. I love sports, and that will never be okay. Smack talk is cool. Yeah. I don't know. Sometimes, and this happens worldwide. We talked about this yesterday. Fans getting into fights in the stands happens worldwide. A lot of times dudes be talking trash and it spoils over. But it seems to me like this crowd was just hunting San Antonio fans. That is terrible. And I wish one of them could have got punched in their face when you go looking for something and ran up on the wrong Spurs fan and caught one, because that's not right. And that doesn't represent all of New York. You know, as hurt as I would be if the Knicks don't win, you got 7 games, fair and square. The winner wins fair and square. You don't beat up the fans. And I hope that if the Knicks win tonight and it goes back to San Antonio, I hope there's no retaliation from their crowd, because it could just get real ugly really quick. If San Antonio fans have learned anything, it's not to represent San Antonio, whether it be jerseys or anything. Yeah, but you should be able to wear your team jersey, man, without somebody jumping you. I mean, you're going to attract attention to yourself, and it depends on how you're acting. I mean, if you're going through the crowd going, yeah, fuck New York, you know, you're going to rile people up. But you should be able to wear your jersey in the away games. Knicks people sure do it. Philly Sheet, yeah, if Wemby hits that jumper in game 2, we'd be talking about a whole different series. Wemby choked like it was fixed. I don't think Wemby choked. I think inexperience. When Wemby threw the ball away, that was a miscommunication, and then he fouled Brunson, which was allowed the Knicks to go up 1 in game 2. That was two inexperienced plays that cost them. Missing a shot, I don't look at that as a choke. People miss shots all the time. When we talk about fixed, I look at the refs. Some of these calls, I don't know. I don't know about that. Yeah, riding dirty face. Some fools will riot over sports, but too scared to riot for a cause. I'm convinced the NBA is rigged and wants the Knicks to win. I don't know. I don't know. I think they would want. I think the NBA wants Wemby to be the face of the league. So if anything, I could see it's a win-win for the NBA. If San Antonio wins, then Wemby is the new guy, and they can hype him all year next year. If the Knicks win, the amount of Knicks fans around the country is going to be gigantic. I don't think that it's fixed for the Knicks to win. I think they would like to go more than 4 games, though. Sweeps are never good. Nostradamus, Knicks will lose by 20 tonight. It's possible. Or they can win by 20. Let's see. The problem was that New York allowed San Antonio to control the pace. The whole game became a race up and down the court. New York needs to control the pace from the first whistle. I could agree with that. I just think that San Antonio attacked the basket. They hunted Brunson. Whoever Jalen Brunson is guarding, that person is putting his head down and going straight to the rim. Also, Wemby decided he wasn't shooting any jumpers. He was taking it to the rim. Wemby to the rim is scary. Let's see. Dartmouth always talking trash about your Knicks. Hey man, we got people in here. Now if you are a Spurs fan, we welcome you in the chat. You know, you can give your opinion. If you're not a fan of either team and you just want to come in here just to cause problems, you are the definition of a troll. Not saying that anybody is a troll, but if you are a Spurs fan and you feel like your team's going to win by 20, that is good. I'm all for that. If you feel as an analyst of basketball that the Knicks are not playing well enough and are going to lose by 20, I don't see where you would get that considering the last 2 months of basketball. I don't see where you would get that the Knicks are going to lose by 20 tonight. There's no metric that says that. Kenny, it's fixed for the Knicks to restore interest in failing NBA basketball. Wemby's time is coming. This loss in the finals will make his eventual win even greater. It's all WWE. I don't know, man. If I think if NBA wanted to fix basketball, there's way better teams and series that can happen. I mean, guys like LeBron and Kevin Durant and Steph Curry, all these guys would have long runs in the playoffs. All of the exciting players would be play 7 games. It wouldn't be sweeps and things like that. I just don't see it. It's possible. I don't see any evidence to me that it's fixed. It just seems like refs are making some questionable calls, though. What do you suggest for New York to win? What did you see that New York did wrong? I don't know if New York did something wrong. They couldn't stop. First of all, they could not defend in the paint. It was a layup line in that first quarter, and San Antonio was also hitting the 3. But at the half, the Knicks were up 7. It was that second quarter. I think we need to get Cat more involved somehow. And Bridges has to be on the floor because we need his defense length to offset some of these guards' drives. He can better defend against these stronger guards. And his mid-range is the giant killer that we need against Wemby's roaming. The game is about to tip off. Hold on, I gotta adjust some stuff over here. Game is about to tip off shortly. See if I can move this. There's Spike Lee. Knicks are walking out looking understated, very reserved entrance from the squad. I think they're trying to stay even keel. That's what it is. But I think that's just the personality of this team in general. Just very stoic. Very stoic. You couldn't tell in any of the end of these games whether the Knicks won or lost. Let me refresh my scores. The game is underway, and San Antonio has the ball first. Let's see what they're doing now. Pick and roll with Wemby, and they're going right to the rim again. Foul on Cat. First play of the game. Dang. They took the ball right to him. So Spurs are coming out with the same mentality. They're going right to the rim. Fox makes 2 free throws. Let's see if my score will adjust. Here we go. You see, Hart had the ball, but when Wemby is in there, it's hard to score. Cat to the rim. Just what we needed. That's a very good, encouraging sign. Cat challenged Wemby too. Damn. This is starting off just like the second quarter. 3-point jump shot made. Cat to the rim again. Wow, foul. Wow, that's a tough move. Foul by Wemby. Wow. That was Vassell with the three. They have Wemby on Cat. That's a foul. He might have got the ball first, but it might be from behind. They might challenge this. But Wemby had his arm in there. This new rules that the NBA has, if you hit the ball first and then you hit the hand, they're considering that a good block. So it looks like they just went to commercial, so it looks like they're challenging the call. If you hit the ball first and then the hand, they're allowing that. But it looked like Wemby had his arm under Cat's arm, so this remains to be seen here. But I like Cat, 2 drives, 2 catches, 2 drives to the hole. So they decided that they're going to make Wemby play. Yeah, JT, I don't know if they're going to call offensive. I mean, if anything, that looks like it would be if they don't call the foul, then it would be out of bounds. Reggie 10-23, what up? 10-23, what up? Wemby said Cat hooked his arm. I don't know if that's the offensive. Spook Rome says if San Antonio makes it 2-2, remember what I said in the very beginning, it's the full stretch that sells tickets. Absolutely. TV wants it to go to 7 for sure. I don't. Caleb says bad challenge. I don't know. I think, like I said, Wemby's hand under the arm of Cat, that's really on his back. You can call that. But the block up top looks like he got the ball first and then arm. And they're letting that slide now. JT says, don't refs overturn the fouls. I might jump on a plane to New York and F them up my damn self. You know? I mean, I can see the argument. And I've been wrong on it. I'm like 50% on these challenges. So I must say I am not very good when it comes to the challenges. And there's rules now, like to me, that's new. Certain rules, things that to me look like a blatant travel are now considered good. And blocking the shot and hitting your arm is good. But in real time, it looks like fouls, like old school fouls. But now they're saying no. JT says, "No, come on, KP. Wemby got beat off the step. Let Cat play." Yeah, I can hear that. Are they showing a replay now? They're saying Wemby has his arm in there. That's a foul. He's saying Cat's holding him, but I'm saying that's a foul. His arm is in there. This is going to be interesting. Wow, fouls overturned. Second foul on. Can they call the offensive? Oh, wow. Wow. That's a gigantic call. Gigantic call. Wow. And Wemby scores. That's a gigantic call. Because now they called the offensive. Oh, come on, Mitch. This is not the start we wanted. 7-2 San Antonio. Cat with 2 fouls is a big story. Big story. OG with the miss. I'm not mad at that shot, though. San Antonio again driving to the basket, putting pressure on the basket, on the rim. Oh, that's a dope move by Brunson. Couldn't get the shot. Brunson has missed quite a few shots that's makeable for him. Three-point look, good. Wow, it's 10-2 San Antonio. Wow, somebody said the Knicks might lose by 20. I said it doesn't look like it, but right now Castle has 2 threes and a turnover. Timeout. Knicks need a timeout. It's 12-2 San Antonio. Wow. Wow. We went from 5-2 with Cat going to the line to 12-2. Knicks down by 10. This is not the start that we wanted as a Knicks fan. Van Dios says, I know it's not a great start, but this happens all the time. Absolutely. There's a tremendous amount of time in this game. But you wanted the Knicks to come out and jump on them early and kind of give San Antonio some doubts. Now the Garden is quiet. Cat is in foul trouble. Not good right now. Kevin Smith says, exactly, buddy, Joe, chillax. You're right. There's a ton of time, but this is just not the start. And we've gotten some makeable shots. And you can tell the Knicks' game plan was to get Cat involved early. That game plan is out the window. How that challenge became an offensive foul, I don't know. If anything, I could see them saying ball out of bounds. How is that an offensive foul? That is a terrible call. That is a terrible call. Wemby had his arm on Cat the whole way from the time that he was dribbling. He had his arm in there. That is impeding the progress of the dribbler. Yeah, and this is correct. When the Spurs come back, they're going to try to get Cat. Cat might be ineffective because he has 2 fouls. He's going to have to sit till the second quarter at least. Bandor says, Ken Smith, I've grinded out so many point spread basketball games with my brother. The other team goes up 1-0 on a free throw, and he thinks to fix his hand. This is just such a this is such a gigantic game in Madison Square Garden. And San Antonio looks so poised ever since. Well, they looked like this in the first quarter of game 3. So and Dell says KP Cat has to be disciplined tonight, although he's known to pick up silly fouls. Yeah. I would say that second foul was not his fault, though. Mitchell Robinson has to be big, and he has to. We need him to get boards. We need him to get those putbacks. Here we go. No need to panic. So now we're going to have a lot of Brunson. Oh, Robinson. Come on, Robinson. Robinson offensive boards right at the rim. We need those baskets are crucial, especially for what he does. Ah, yes, OG. OG for 3. Did I mention to anybody that I love OG? I don't know if I ever told you guys that. Just love his game. Wow. Tough move by Wemby. That's a foul on Wemby. Look how much space Wemby covers when he takes 2 steps. I think that is the most impressive part of his game. I mean, he's very skilled, but it's his 2 steps. He could take 2 steps from anywhere and be at the rim. Yeah, Kenneth Smith, you did mention how quiet the Garden is. It should be going nuts regardless of the score. First foul on Wemby, we'll take that. There's not an empty seat in the house, man. You know how much money Dolan made at the gate? 2 free throws for OG in the San Antonio 14, Knicks 7. Mitchell Robinson has to be very disciplined now on defense. I see him using a lot of hands on Wemby. We finally got a stop. Heart to the rim and 1. That's his signature move. Left hand, strong left, and then switches to the right. That's about a signature move for Hart that there is in the open court. That's a big play. Big play. (14-9) San Antonio. Hart at the line. Josh Hart was 4 for 7 for 3-point range in the last game. He played very well in that last game. We need another 4 for 7. It's a 4-point game. The Garden is looking like it's starting to get a little buzz. Lob passed up. Wemby, they call a foul. That's a foul. That's a good call. I mean, he did. I mean, now looking at the replay, I mean, it's a little body, but looks like they're calling it tight today. I think they're trying to clean up a lot of that rough stuff that happened in game 3. Wow, that's a tough shot by Castle. What a tough shot. That guy scares me tremendously, y'all. Uh-oh, we got a Bridges sighting. Bridges got in caught in no man's land, had to put up a fadeaway. Oh, Wemby was open for a second. There's Castle for damn. It's back up to 9. Quick 5-0 run. Knicks had cut it to 4. Castle is tough, man. I said it last week, y'all. I said I am very afraid of Castle. More than Wemby. OG for 3, no good. Wow, another 3-pointer for San Antonio, and it's back to 12. They're on fire, man. They're on fire. Castle got all kind of hands on Brunson too, by the way. You are correct, Philly She. Castle reminds me of D Wade. He does. Very physical, very athletic, can shoot the jumper, not afraid. Yeah, JT, they are shooting lights out, man. Sheesh. FU says the ref bailed out Brunson, but that's his signature move. Brunson is very good at creating contact. I don't know if the refs bailed him. He did get bumped. You got to call that. Wow, the Knicks have gone deep into their bench. They have a guy in who hasn't played probably the whole series. And now you're putting him in a pressure cooker. FU2 says, what happened to Cat? He has 2 fouls early. You put this guy in a pressure cooker and he has to guard Wemby. Let him shoot the 3. Don't let him shoot it, man. And he makes it. Dang. Wemby has come out on fire too. I'll live with Wemby shooting those jumpers, man. I think that's good D. He didn't go for a fake. Knicks offense is in trouble right now. We get Bridges jump shot, good. I don't like how the Knicks half-court offense is looking, but Wemby with a forced 3. See, those are the shots. I'll live with that. Wemby trying to go for the dagger early. That's a force by Brunson. He was trying to draw the charge, but San Antonio can't miss right now. They've already scored 27 points. Big 3-pointer by Bridges. You're right, FU2. No team is good at running half-court offense anymore because they're only looking for a couple of things, 3s and layups. That's good D by. Oh man, that was good D. Is San Antonio in the bonus? No. MMA says they're mercy rule in the NBA Finals. No. 10-point lead is not terrible, but I don't see how that's a foul. With all, if you're gonna call that foul on Landry, then you got to call all of these pushing on Brunson as well. I don't like that call at all. This is not a good defensive first quarter for the Knicks, although San Antonio is really on fire right now. Really on fire. Now Wemby's out of the game. Let's see if we could take advantage of some of these minutes. Nope, another three-pointer. The Knicks are in danger of being blown out of their gym right now. 30-17 San Antonio. Still early, but if we could somehow come out of this quarter with 10 or under, I'll be happy to try to weather this storm. We got Robinson going to the line. Can we get one Robinson? Nope. First one is no good. Yeah, JT, that was a good foul, especially for this guy. Second one, no good. That really hurts, man. So I'm saying when Mitchell Robinson is close to the rim, he has to put those down. We need those buckets from him. Good defense by the Knicks right there. Fast break. San Antonio recovers very well. That's goaltending. That's goaltending. The Knicks, are they saying that was a pass? The Knicks should challenge that. That's goaltending. Absolutely, that's goaltending. Oh, they have to challenge that. That was clearly on the way down. They called a jump ball. Are you kidding me? That's a violation. That's a huge, huge play. That is a huge play. How is that not goaltending? How is that not goaltending? Oh, wow. Wemby looked like he had to hit the ball while it was on the cylinder. I like how OG just took it to the hole right there. You're right, JT. That ball was on the rim. How is that not goaltending? That is goaltending. Oh, this is bad. Oh, these are two huge missed calls. Wow. You're right, Gregory Nez. Brunson was real quiet. Did he even score in this first quarter? This is about as tough as a first quarter as we've seen. I'm very confused. JT said the crowd is chanting, refs, you suck. It has to mean, how is that? I don't know. I don't think I understand basketball anymore. We have to weather this storm, you guys. They got OG guarding Wemby. Very tough. The Knicks are very small right now. Another made shot. Wow, this San Antonio team looks really strong right now. Wemby's getting a look. They call defensive 3 seconds. And the only reason they called that is because Mike Brown is on the other side screaming at the ref. Yeah, Joey Joe, it's not looking good. But it's still a lot of time. A lot of time. We just got to keep chipping away. I cannot believe that San Antonio is going to shoot this well in the Garden. They put Brunson back in early, and they're going with McBride. Knicks are looking for some kind of offense. Castle hits Brunson every single time he goes to make a drive. Knicks can't hit a three. Knicks are one of the best 3-point shooting teams up until 2 days ago. They are hunting Brunson right now. Defensive 3 second now on the Knicks. 34-20 San Antonio, with San Antonio looking like they're about to shoot a free throw. Yeah, notice Castle is bullying Brunson. That's been the game plan since Monday. Whoever Brunson is guarding, they are putting their head down and taking it to the rim. Knicks down by 15. They've given up 35 points with still about 2 minutes to go in the quarter. This is a terrible defensive quarter. Knicks finally get a stop. Brunson gets into the post. With Wemby there, you just can't drive to the hole. Knicks ball. That's good hustle on Mitchell Robinson. Good hustle. Gets us another shot. Taylor Swift was shown on the MSG Jumbotron. See how this Garden has turned into a circus, man. Any and everybody is there, but not New Yorkers, man. That's an open shot for McBride. You got to make that. And he misses. That's a good shot. That's a good shot that we needed. San Antonio is making every 3-pointer, and the Knicks are off. Mm, 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 mm. 35-20 San Antonio. San Antonio with the ball, 1 minute to go in the game. Wemby outside, dribbling, spinning. Oh, what a tough shot. It's a 17-point lead. And Mitch Robinson just throws Wemby to the ground and is pointing at him. The Spurs are absolutely dominating right now. Absolutely dominating. I was saying that I would be hopeful if the Knicks could cut it to 10 by the end of the first quarter, but it's 17. Why would Mitch Robinson? He just elbowed him in the face. That is not a good play, man. And now they're going to look to upgrade this, which they probably are. Which I don't see how that hit is that much different than the hit Castle gave to Brunson in game 3. Mm, mm, mm. Robinson is horrible. No need to do that. Yeah, there was no need for doing that. That is absolutely a flagrant. That's not even that. This shouldn't even take that long. San Antonio is feeling real good right now. They're feeling real good about themselves. Now they're taunting. The Knicks are usually super composed. Now they're losing all of their composure. Penalty 1, flagrant foul. Yo, Spike look like he's yo. Spike Lee looks like he's about to cry. That should be yeah. They're showing um, replays of what Wemby did to Brunson. Should have been the same call. Should be the same thing. The Knicks are about to give up a 40-point first quarter. Wow. San Antonio 39, New York 20. San Antonio with the ball. Alley oop. 12 on the shot clock. I don't know how all of a sudden San Antonio just looks like the better team. And they scored again. So easy. So easy. Knicks only have 20 points in the first quarter. Knicks defense and offense is bad. Oh wow, that was off of Wemby. Oh man, the Knicks are just wow. This is 3 missed calls by the refs. Wow. It's a 20-point lead right now for San Antonio. Brunson hits 2. Has Brunson even made a field goal? The refs have not been good in this first quarter. I just saw a stat that said San Antonio has had a double-digit lead in the first quarter of all 4 games. That's a record. All 4 games. Yet the Knicks have a 2-1 lead. That's encouraging, but down by 19, that's tough. Markeem says Victor Wembanyama is winning the mind game battle against Mitchell. He is, but he's getting Wemby is he's getting cocky now. There's a difference between, I know they're out there joying back and forth, but he's starting to really feel cocky now. Okay. It's a lot of time, but he's feeling real good about himself. JT says, end of the first couldn't have been a worse start. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Patrick Wild, what up? Says, we are in trouble even in the Northeast Bronx. Yeah. Corey Fuss says, Knicks will tie by the half. That would be crazy. If the Knicks are tied at the half of this game, that means the Garden would be in a frenzy, almost to dangerous levels. Gergen said, Wembanyama is your boy, Kenny. He is absolutely not my boy. But I, as a basketball fan, watching his game, I saw what I felt was the flaw in his game. I said this back in September. He wants to be a guard, but if he ever decides to play like a big man, there's nothing anyone can do. And he's showing that he wants to take it to the rim. He wants to be tough. He wants the contact and the physicalness. Be careful what you ask for, though. Cat picking up those 2 fouls early really, really hurt. Wemby has 13 points in the first quarter. Wow. He's on his way. That's a 50-point pace. Kenny, what do the Knicks have to do to get back in the game? Well, first, they can't panic. We have to establish Cat. Cat looked like he was about to have a big game, but those foul calls kind of took that away from him. I would still try to establish Cat and make Wemby have to play defense. Brunson is 0 for 3. We have to start making shots. We're getting the Knicks are getting some decent shots. Not great shots, but they're getting makeable shots. They're not making them. And defensively, I just don't believe that San Antonio can continue to shoot like this all night. I don't believe it. The Knicks have done a better job at clogging up the paint, but the threes are killing us. Plays have started. Cat to the rim. There's Wemby. That's why it's so tough. That would have normally been a dunk for Cat. OG for three, my man. That's my guy, man. Yeah, Patrick Wild, one play at a time. And the answer, wide open three for Fox. They're making every shot, though. I can't even lie, man. They're 7 of 11 from three-point range. That is a ridiculous shooting. The law of averages have to say they're going to cool off. That's a travel. Do they ever call travel on Wemby? Is it ever possible? They hit another three. And it's a foul on Alvarado. Wow, this is bad, y'all. It's 22 points. Somebody said the Knicks were going to lose by 20, and I said, what metric would make you think that the Knicks would lose by 20? And now, here we are. That's a bad. Alvarado just grabbed him. The Knicks are mentally falling apart. They're going to look at this as well. Yeah, FU2, he grabbed his leg. Why would you do that? They're going to upgrade that as well. Look at Wemby. He's already at the free throw line. This guy's acting like a real jerk right now. A real jerk. He's acting like a real jerk off. I would love to see somebody wipe that smirk off his face. But I give it to him. They're playing really well. That was good defense by why would you grab Alvarado? Why would you do that? I'm looking at the replay. That's just dumb. Patrick Boss says Alvarado did the Van Gundy. Exactly. I mean, it's getting chippy because the Knicks are getting blown out and San Antonio's talking trash. But you don't come back elbowing people in the face and grabbing their legs, even though Knicks are probably feeling like they're not getting any calls either. Wow. If the Knicks lose, will it be Taylor Swift's fault? No, this isn't Taylor Swift. This is on the Knicks. The Knicks, I have not seen them this non-composed in a long time. Benny says real jerk is heavy words. Kenny meant that shit. Yes, I did. When you start celebrating too early, it's still the beginning of the second quarter, and you're making all kind of antics. It's never good, man. I've seen a lot of guys get their feelings hurt, but they're playing really well right now. I would love to see that 42-point second quarter like the Knicks had in Game 3. Where's that? Wemby at the line to complete a 4-point play, and it's good. The Knicks are down by 23 points. And, they have the guards to give Brunson fits the whole game. Wow, the ref finally called a bump. Hallelujah. Finally. They've done a tremendous job on Brunson so far. Brunson with the fadeaway, no good. Rebound, Cat, good. And the foul. Way to play big in there, Cat. Ryden Dillard says, well, if the Knicks come back, I got like 3 G's. That would be dope. Way to play big in there, Cat. Maybe this is the start of something. We don't need to get the whole 23 points back at one time. Just chip. Cat with the 3-point play. Yo, at one point, the Knicks had cut it to 4, you guys. It's really physical out there. A lot of hands and pushing. Another 3-point shot by San Antonio. Finally, a miss. Jeez. Brunson to the rim. That's tough. He finally got some space, and Wemby was out being preoccupied. Another 3. Sheesh. Harper is tough, too. They got some tough guards, man. McBride is 0 for 3 from 3. See, these guards that the Knicks have, if they're not hitting, another 3. Wow, San Antonio is on fire, man. I'll give them credit. The lead is now 24. A lot of dribbling by Brunson. He makes a shot, but that's a tough shot. Knicks offense is going nowhere. Another 3. Yo, what am I watching? They're 11 of 16 from 3-point range in the Garden. I don't think I've ever seen anything like this. The Knicks took away the drive. They're not getting to the basket as much, but that opens up the 3. But I don't think I've ever seen a team in a finals shoot like this. This is some Golden State, Steph Curry, Klay Thompson shooting. Wow. And the Knicks shooters can't make a shot. Mm, mm, mm. (57-32) San Antonio, 8:26 to go in the game. Wide open 3-pointer, no good. The Knicks are getting great looks from 3. They can't make any, and San Antonio is making every one. That's the difference in this game. Knicks only have 32 points, y'all. Another three-point shot. Finally a miss. Clarkson to the rim. We get a layup. Alley-oop dunk. Just gave it right back. Wow, this is an embarrassing display on the Knicks home court. And the refs call a foul on the Knicks. All of that pushing. Patrick Ross says the Spurs are hotter than a Jamaican beef patty. Yeah. This is crazy. Another three-point shot, miss. Now the Spurs are starting to take bad shots now. Although the Knicks have just given up a missed layup. I still say the Knicks need to be easy. Don't try to get it all back at once. Come on, ref, call a foul, finally. That was a good challenge by Cat without drawing the foul. Oh, but he has 3 on the push-off. Brunson with a long 3 is good. They're going to wave it off, of course. Of course they are. The Knicks finally make a three-pointer, and it gets waved off. Spook says, who wants to bet that if KP wasn't live right now that he'd be more animated? Probably, yeah. Philly She says, I may have slightly miscalculated. Slightly. They're trying to see when the foul was. That foul was way before the shot. Now we're begging for 3-point shots. They're doing the Hacker Mitch. We're begging now. Not good. Timeout on the floor. This is probably the worst half of Knicks basketball. Probably since at some point in the regular season. Fans want a discount from Dolan. Imagine paying $65,000 to sit in the front row and watch this right here. JT says the three-pointer will be overturned. I say absolutely, but I've been wrong. But, yeah. Then we get Mitch Robinson going to the free throw line, and we'd be lucky if we get one. To be fair, the Spurs shooting is ridiculous. It is ridiculous, but the Knicks shooting is also atrocious. If the Knicks were shooting a decent percentage, they'd probably be down 10, down 9. Dartmouth says, best Knicks team of all time. Yeah, right. Well, you can't. They've been playing fantastic basketball up until the second half of that last game, and something happened. I don't think this is the best Knicks team of all time, but it's still only game 4. But this is really, really looking bad. Benny Doyle says Spike Lee just put on a Spurs jersey. Oh, this is bad. Did he really? No, Spike would never. I didn't see it, but that would be crazy. Um, I am stunned, I must say, you guys. I'm stunned. I did not see a 23-point bludgeoning. The Knicks only have 30 something points. Yeah, Markeith says Wu-Tang Clan is warming up for the half. Can you imagine performing right now to this crowd? This crowd is not going to want to hear any music. It's going to be very somber at halftime. And you got to get out there and try to make the crowd get some energy. Very difficult. Brunson hasn't even started going yet. I mean, he's trying not to take every shot, but Brunson has got looks. He's gotten looks. The Knicks 3-point shooters have gotten looks too. Deuce McBride is 0 for 3, wide open. Clarkson missed wide open shots. Imagine if Robinson makes 1 of 2, he'd be on fire. Knicks are down by 25 points, y'all. He misses the first. He has no arc or anything. Like, how could you shoot this bad? You know, if you shot hook shots from the free throw line, you probably have a better chance than this right here. I cannot believe that a person can shoot this bad. He missed both. This is as bad as it gets, y'all. This is as bad as it gets. They're putting in the third string center right now. Cat with foul trouble. You can't have Mitch Robinson on the court. This is bad. Wonder what would happen if some of those missed calls the Knicks got. Big momentum change. I mean, they're still down 25, but maybe they'd be down 16, which is a whole different ball game. Mike Brown is trying everything too. He's throwing in all kind of guys, trying to get something to happen. Brunson with a steal and a layup. There's still 6 minutes to go in the second quarter, you guys. The Knicks have to really start putting something together soon. Castle to the hole. I thought he got fouled. They didn't call it. Brunson again. And the Spurs call a quick timeout. It's down to 21, and the Spurs are like, chill. I thought Castle got fouled on that drive. This is a tough finger roll too. I'm looking at the right hand finger roll from a left hand player on the fast break. That's tough. 59-38 San Antonio. Spook round. Stop fronting, KP. You know what New York has to do. They have to put in their secondaries and utilize old school Jordan rules. That's the only answer. Well, but put the Jordan rules were designed to stop one guy. Who are we putting the Jordan rules on? Castle? Fox? Wemby? They're all on fire. Knicks tried to get physical, a little too physical. That hurt them. We have to get some stops. And it starts with I don't know. Because they're hunting Brunson, so to say Brunson has to be better. It's not that Brunson is not staying in front. It's just that he's too small. Um, and when you try to help Brunson, these guys are on fire from three. It's tough. It's tough right now. My only consolation is I believe in the law of averages. I do not believe that this team is shooting 80% from three-point range. That means maybe in the second half, they're probably going to shoot 10% or something and average it out because there's no way they can shoot this well. What did they sleep in the garden and just work on shots? They're playing better in the garden than they played in San Antonio. Patrick Wise says, I'm a better free throw shooter than Mitch. I'm shocked. And, I saw some highlights of Mitch Robinson like in high school. He was handling the ball, throwing it behind his back, shooting threes. I can't believe you can't even get a roll. Benny Dawes says, law of averages is my life philosophy. I live by it. Me too. I believe the numbers is going to say this can't go on. That's why Mitch Robinson too. That's why I say when he gets by the rim, those putbacks and those tap-ins, we need those baskets. KP, do you like the 2-3-2 NBA playoff format? No. Did you like? No, I like the 2-2-1-1-1. I like that better. No, I didn't. Nah, I wasn't a fan. All right, ball is back in play. San Antonio has the ball. Knicks have a 4-0 run. They look like they're extending the defense a little bit more. Wemby's back in the game. Jump ball. The Knicks defense look like it's picked up a little bit. Wemby should win this tap easily. And he does. And San Antonio with another three, and it's good. Wow. What a shot. Off a tip. What a shot. It's crazy. Brunson is taking some tough shots. I know he thinks that he's getting fouled, so he has to put him up, but San Antonio is just hoisting threes now. They're feeling really good. OG, I thought he should have shot that. OG to the hole. He's fouled. 62-38 San Antonio. They're showing a replay now of this three-pointer. This is a crazy shot, man. Let me tell you something. If they're making shots like that, it's over. There's no answer if they're going to make shots like that. Cat in foul trouble really, really hurt us today. We've gotten nothing from the center position. When he's been in, he's been effective, but we've gotten nothing from the center position. I'd be happy if the game is in the teens at halftime. I will take the teens. 62-40, San Antonio with the ball. 5 minutes to go in the game. A lot of time, but something has to give. Fox with the turnaround, good. Wow, this team is on fire, bro. I don't know if I've seen a team shoot this well in the playoff finals in recent memory. It's everybody, too. Yeah, they're asking how is that not a foul? That's a great question. How is it not a foul? Oh, the Knicks. Wow, who's that shooting the ball? Oh, time. Knicks have put in. Knicks have gone deep into the bench. Wow. I know the Knicks aren't conceding. What? They're just looking for somebody to play some D in a spark. And of course, San Antonio takes it right to the rim. It's a 26-point game, y'all. Whoever said the Knicks are going to lose by 20, I think I'm going to block them from this channel. OG shoot the free throw jumper is good. OG look like he's come to play. Everybody else looks, I don't know. Another three is going down. Wow. Wow. They are 13 for 21 from 3-point range. They have 69 points with 3 minutes to go. Brunson with a missed three. Wow, this is unbelievable. They got a guy in the game who you know is not going to shoot it. He was wide open, so now Brunson has to put it up. I don't like that. I don't like that. Another score. It's a 30-point game. It's 29 points, y'all. I might say this game could be over. It's still early, but they're down by 29. Has any team ever come back from a 29-point deficit in a game in the finals? Spurs are getting every loose ball. This is just an avalanche. Look at Ron Harper cheering. Ron Harper cheering for his son. I respect that. He was a tough player. The Garden sounds like a morgue. Yeah, I can imagine. Scoring 70 points by halftime is crazy. Yeah, it is. And scoring 43 points is crazy. San Antonio has 71 points. It's still 3 minutes to go in a half. They might score 80. We might be looking at an all-time record, you guys, for a half. Brunson misses the free throw. Brunson has 9 points in the quarter. Another three is up. Finally, a miss. San Antonio gets the ball. That should have been a foul on Wemby. Wemby pulls up for three. Call a foul, ref. Jeez. Castle with the foul. I don't believe San Antonio is this good, y'all. I'm sorry. They are whipping the Knicks right now, but I do not believe they're this good. Hart misses the free throw. If this was a boxing match, it would have been stopped. This early, probably, yo. Knicks are down by 28 points. Hart misses two free throws. He gets the rebound. Brunson pulls and scores a three. You know, it looks like Brunson is just going to have to just, it doesn't look like anyone else. Brunson and OG is going to have to take all the shots. San Antonio shoots another three. Finally, a miss. Sheesh. Brunson is fouled. Brunson is so tricky with his ball handling. Roberts has got to give an assist to the refs. Yeah, when the game was still competitive, there was some really missed calls. Another missed free throw. San Antonio is only taking 6 free throws because they're just shooting 3-pointers. I hope they continue it in the second half and get cold. That's the only chance the Knicks have. San Antonio with the ball. Drive to the rim. Wemby scores. Brunson scores. Looks like Brunson is just going to have to, I mean, he can't do it by himself, but he's just going to have to just keep shooting. He's going to try to have to go for 50. Another 3-pointer. Good. San Antonio is on fire, bro. It's dribble penetration. The Knicks are not trying to force up threes, but Wemby got a piece of that. That's good D by Wemby. 39 seconds to go. Wemby shot a half-court shot. Just disrespectful. 32-footer. Just disrespect. Brunson, no good. I'm not mad at Brunson, though. He might as well try to go for it. Let's see if the Knicks get one last stop. They've given up 76 points in a half. 7 seconds. 5, 4, 3. No good. Halftime, y'all. 76-4, largest halftime lead by a road team in NBA Finals history, excluding the bubble. Why would you exclude the bubble? You can't just be taking years out. Spook Ram says, agreed, KP. San Antonio is not this good, and that's why I've been saying since day one that it's all rigged. The NBA is looking for revenue and not real gameplay. The refs get bonuses too. But you know what? You cannot rig a team making 13 3-pointers in a half. You can say there were certain calls that the refs missed that to me are shocking. But these guys are making shots. You can't, unless you have what they call a magnet ball, unless there's a real magnet in the ball. They're making these 3-pointers. That's the difference. These 3-pointers are just going down, man. I've never seen anything like it. Actually, based on what they just said, no one has ever seen anything like this. We've never seen anything like this. The whole city is stunned right now. This is all you can root for, Benny Doyle. I hope they run it up, get it out of their system. 0-0 when it tips, game 5 tips off. Yeah, man. And it's usually the opposite. Teams look shaky on the road and look way better at home. But we've seen a complete turnaround. This right here is one for the ages, y'all. Sometimes you just have to tip your hat and say, this is just one of those nights. Bad night for the Knicks mixed with a historic shooting night for the Spurs. Spurs had the second best record in the league. They are that good. Nah. They're not 30 points better than the Knicks. They're not. They will be favored in this series. Before the series started, first of all, before the playoffs started, and you put odds, you would say San Antonio would beat the Knicks probably in 5, right? And they'd probably win by a margin of 10. But now that the playoffs have started, after watching the Knicks run through those first 13 games win streak, then you got to say the Spurs are they're a better team, but slightly better. Even Vegas had Knicks by 2.5 in game 3 at home. So, yeah, they had the second best record in the league, but they're not 30 points better than the Knicks team. Unless this 13-game win streak that we just saw was a fluke. Maybe the real Knicks team was that team that went down 2-1 to Atlanta. That's the only thing you can say, and I don't believe that. I think this Knicks team that we've seen in this playoffs is the real Knicks team. I just think it's one of these nights. San Antonio's good, but we watched it. We've watched this. They haven't played this good the whole playoffs, even the first round. Now, Spurs are playing like they want the title. Knicks are playing like they don't realize what got them here. Zero ball movement and cutting ball watching, hoping Brunson has hero ball will do. I think they started out not wanting to play hero ball, but after Cat got those 3 fouls and the way everyone else is shooting, it turned into Brunson hero ball. But they're showing a highlight right now. And I think the key play started when Cat got that offensive foul on that replay. They're showing it over and over. I have my volume down, but Barkley and Shaq are talking about this play. I think that was the key play in this game. The Avalanche started then. Spook says a fluke or rigged. I haven't seen any. I've seen those goaltending calls to me. I cannot believe you didn't call that. But this shooting, I can't say the shooting is rigged. They're showing largest halftime lead in finals history. Celtics 30 in 85, the Lakers 28 in the bubble, and then Spurs 27 tonight. I just don't seeing it be. If it's rigged, I can't say I'm seeing evidence right now. Referees missed two clear goaltending calls back to back. KP, that to me was a problem. I don't understand how that happened, and I don't know if you can. I don't know if you can challenge or not. There was no call made, so I don't think you can challenge. But that was big. But you're talking about 27-point lead right now. That means they have totally dominated the Knicks in every facet of the game. And I'm watching this game. I don't think they've dominated the Knicks in every facet of the game. I just think they're shooting one of the most unbelievable percentages I've ever seen. Spurs dropped 2 at home. That was no fluke. That's what I'm saying. A Steele says, it's not over yet, KP. I'm from Mass, but Pat Ewing used to play ball with my cousin. That's dope. Yeah, he went to high school out there. It's not over yet. This game could very well be over. I think right now they should be playing, trying to see something for game 5. In order for the Knicks to win this game right now, they'd have to have a gigantic third quarter and cut it into like the teens going into the fourth to even have a shot. Wemby's acting like a real asshole, man. KP, the Bulls were up by 50 on the Jazz. Sheesh. Are you talking about the Jordan Bulls? I don't remember. And back in those, if you're talking about back in the day, there were no 3-pointers. There were 3-pointers, but they didn't really shoot the 3 like that. So that had to have been a domination. Wow. I am. And you know, when this game started, it's showing Wu-Tang Clan right now. Poor Wu-Tang. Patrick Wise says, truth be told, the Knicks actually could be down 3-0. All games were close, and this could be a sweep game for the Spurs. So let's be thankful. I am. I think the Knicks won game 1 fair and square. I thought San Antonio could have easily won game 2. But the Knicks pulled that out. The Knicks could have won game 3. They could have won on Monday. But the Spurs hit 2 gigantic shots down the stretch. That game was within reach as well. This game just seems like, what am I watching? Can we start from the beginning? Like you're playing a video game and it's not going right. Let's just pull the plug out, plug it back in, and start from scratch, because I don't even know what I'm watching right now. Fiji says, sadly, the Knicks are not playing well. That's all there is to it. Yeah, the Knicks are not playing well, and the Spurs are shooting historically. There's a combination of the two. The Knicks not playing well should be down 12, 15 right now, not damn near 30. So what does the Knicks have to do to turn the game around in the second half? You're down 27. First of all, you have to come out strong in this third quarter. You need Cat to play. You need Cat in the game as another offensive person that the Spurs really have to worry about. OG is playing well in this game too, but Cat makes the team different. And you have to hope that the Spurs start missing. If I was the Knicks, I think I would take more three-pointers. You need threes right now. I don't know if you have enough time to make a bunch of twos. I'd be trying to play inside out or penetrate the kick to three-point shooters and hope the Knicks get hot from three. If the Knicks get hot from three, they can make it a game. And hope you got to just hope the Spurs get cold. Down 27 is a lot of points. If we could cut it to 15, 13 going into the fourth, you have a ball game. But the amount of effort that it's going to take to get it there, will the Knicks have enough to continue? And it could go to 40 the way they're shooting. It could really, this could get uglier. Marquise says, can't do that, KP. What you can't do? But the Spurs could have won game two. It was tied and they had the ball. Yeah, they could have, but they inexperience cost them. The Knicks could have won game three. They were down. Castle hits a gigantic three. And then even with the game was a three-point game, and I think Fox hits that jumper from the free throw line to make it 5. If I believe OG hits a three-pointer to make it 2, and then they fouled Castle. The Knicks are down 2 with Castle at the free throw line with 5 seconds to go. He misses one of those, and the Knicks still had a chance. Did BDP ever play an NBA halftime show? No, I don't think so. I think KRS played the Ice Cube 3-on-3 a couple of years back. Chris performed that at halftime. Taylor Swift is there with a Knicks shirt on. The Garden has turned into a circus, man. The Garden turned into the place to be, like a nice party. It looks like the Met Gala. The Garden turned into the Met Gala, not a hostile environment. Buffalo Gal says, salute, this is a mess. Yeah, it is a hot mess. Hot garbage. It's been a mess since the tip, too. The Knicks were down 10 before you even got comfortable in your chair. Wow. Patrick, why? I know, right? Kenny is weird sometimes. What do you mean I'm weird? What conversation you guys having that I'm weird? Oh, Kenny Smith. I thought she said, I'm weird. I'm like, what am I saying that's weird? Kenny Smith was corny on the call, half man, half amazing. And he's from New York. Anthony Hayward is the real half man. I actually got a chance to play ball against the real half man, half amazing from And One Mixtape. They call him Biz, right? Taylor Swift jinxed the Knicks. I don't know. I just wish that it was more of a real. I have my volume down, so I don't know what it sounds like, and I'm not there, but I just know it's not rocking. Thank you so much for your contribution to the channel. Vincent Ross says, is that you on the chorus to Who Are the Pimps? I don't even remember if I was in the studio for that song. I'd have to go back and listen to it. Off the top of my head, I'm going to say no. I don't think I was in the studio for that song. I got to go back and listen. You're talking about from Sex and Violence. KP, New York and LA always had stars courtside. Yeah, but this is ridiculous. We always had, you know, when you watch a Knicks game and they'll show you the stars in the game, it'll be like 5 A-list stars, 6 maybe. And then another game, there'll be a different 6, maybe 2 that's been there before. You had like 20 or 30 of the biggest stars in the world, including the president, at game 3. The front row looked like billionaires row. There was billionaires lined up across the front. The who's who of business and tech, everybody lined up. Tickets are $65,000 for front row, $6,000 to sit in the rafters. Met Gala. Patrick Wise says, Biz from BK. Exactly, KP. Yeah, that guy was tough, man. Yeah, I got a chance to play against him older, like in tournaments. In like 2000, I played against Biz a couple of times. My team beat his team too. Patrick Wise, I was playing with John. We reunited from grammar school. I was playing against a team that had Biz on it. Super tough team. But we beat them. Second half is starting 76-49. Okay, let's see. Let's see if we can get a little something going right now, just for GP. Oh, OG should have shot that 3-pointer. OG pulls up short. I think OG should have shot that 3-pointer. At this point, you just got to start hoisting. San Antonio misses a 3. Spurs are 15 of 23 from 3-point range. That is a ridiculous number, y'all. Shoot the 3, OG. Bang. OG comes out hitting the 3. That's what the Knicks have to do now. Play some D, try to get some stops, and you just got to let it fly, man, and hope we get hot. Wemby misses. OG to the hole. Oh, wow. Good defense. Wow, we really needed that bucket. And Wemby's wide open for 3. Good. That's a 5-point swing, y'all. Another 3-pointer. I'm okay with Wemby shooting 3s still. That was a big, big play right there when you're trying to come back. Bridges air ball trying to shoot over Wemby. That's not going to cut it. Castle runs over Brunson. Brunson is the best in the league at drawing charges. Think he's first. You know who's like third or fourth? My man Luka, who people say plays no defense. Wow. Castle to the bench early. Well, they're up by 27. So I think the Knicks need more 3-point shots at the basket, like almost every time down. If it's not a layup, it's a three. Cat drive to the hole, off his leg, turnover. Mm, mm, mm. Fox hits. Wow. They're making all the tough pull up. They're making everything, man. It's a 29-point game, y'all. Knicks only have 52 points. And Cat just got knocked to the ground. And they're going to review this. San Antonio is still throwing elbows and beating on the Knicks, even up 30. They really made a decision that they were going to beat the Knicks down. But that was inadvertent. Wemby hits him in the face. He tried to swing through. Wemby does a lot of borderline dirty plays, but I don't think that was intentional. When Fox is hitting shots, you know it's over. Fox hit that jumper in game 3. That really hurt. They need to give OG the ball and let him play like Raptors Kawhi. He's literally the only one Knicks playing out there. Brunson had a big second quarter, but you got to get stops. Just can't get a stop. I bet they won't even call a flagrant. I don't know if it was a flagrant. Josh Hart has taken what? One shot in this game? Mm. All of America outside of New York despise the Knicks. They must fall. I didn't know that was true. We New Yorkers, we don't really care what the rest of the world thinks. So, man, KP, listen, Wemby throwing them bowls like he from the South. He does, but I don't know if that particular one was a flagrant. We're playing right now for game 5. They should really, there's still time in the third. You're down 29. It's 3-pointers every time, man. But it's going to reach a point where you take out your starters and you start preparing for game 5. Imagine having tickets for games 3 and 4 and you spent 25 grand. And this is what you got. But if you could spend that kind of money, it doesn't matter anyway. Probably a tax write-off. They're probably talking about, we had a business meeting in the Garden. I met with a client and I had to take him to a Knicks game. Oh, they're showing Wemby. Why would they show Wemby? See, that's like a character assassination right there. They're showing Wemby's dirtiest plays now. But why are they doing that? That has nothing to do with this play. I think that was inadvertent. They called a flagrant anyway. See, what do I know? I disagree with that. Totally disagree. You're right, Robert Charles. They called the flagrant. I disagree. And now, if he gets one more flagrant, third flagrant point of postseason, if he gets one more flagrant, he's out. He's going to get suspended for a game. Wow. So even like a reckless closeout or something could cost Spurs Wemby. That's a big call for down the road. I didn't even think that was a flagrant. So what do I know? 81-54, 9 minutes to go in the third. They got Wemby guarding Hart once again. Brunson misses. They got Wemby guarding Hart so he can roam. That's been a great strategy. Once again, they went at Brunson. They're going right. Anybody who's holding Brunson is going to the rim, man. Oh, finally a miss around the basket. So you get these advantages. There goes. Crowd is actually still alive. OG gets a dunk. Now he just come and pull up for three. No good. Cat with a rebound. Bridges is probing. Brunson pulls up for three. Bang! Timeout San Antonio. Knicks on a 7-0 run. And Taylor Swift is up dancing. Sit your ass down. You're from Tennessee. Why do you love the Knicks? Could somebody interview Taylor Swift and ask her, why are you in the Garden cheering for the Knicks right now? Now imagine if he was called for the loose flagrant on Brunson flagrant foul and several others. Yeah, he'd be suspended right now. Yep. JT says only 22 to go. Yeah. There's a lot of time, though. Like I said, if they could cut it to the teens in this quarter, you have a ball game. Markeith says, where's Travis at? Yeah, what is she doing? Sydney Webb said, this is not real. It's real. Spook round, second half, the Knicks make miraculous comeback and takes it 3-1. Then San Antonio going to win 2 in San Antonio. First of all, if the Knicks come back and win this game, I don't know what's going to happen in New York City. I don't even think NYPD would be able to stop the crowd. So we would be in a state of emergency here in New York if the Knicks come back right now. State of emergency. Lock your doors. Patrick Wise says, if I pay $5K for a ticket, I'm not going nowhere. Might as well hang out. JTKP, this is what I said earlier about Swift. She got no reason being in the Garden. But like I said, it's the Met Gala, so I can see her coming there. But she's doing a bit much. Knicks shirt on, hands in the air. Relax, Taylor Swift. Did she pay? And she's in the front. Did you pay $60,000, Taylor Swift, to come to this game? I mean, and when you're sitting home with practically no chance to get in the game, you could, as a Knicks fan, you could probably feel a little bitter. These are celebrities, and you want celebrities at the game, but it almost looks fake. Rich Bet Taylor can't name a Knicks play exactly. She'll be like, can you turn around so I can see the back of your jersey? She's like, yes, I can. Turn around. Patrick White, National Guard is on standby. We would probably need the National Guard if the Knicks come back and win this game. Absolutely. Patrick White, wine and cheese crowd. Yeah. A lot of corporate tickets. I bet you 80% of that crowd could probably break down the tech world and what's coming in AI in the next 10 years in a heartbeat. Patrick White says, is Taylor jinxing? I don't know. Playback resumes. Spurs taking a lot of time off the clock. Another three-point shot. A miss. Cat with the board. All right. That's a foul. Brunson pull up, no good. Those are the shots that Brunson makes, man. I think Brunson is getting hit a lot, y'all. I don't know. I'd like to see them put hands on Castle like that as well. Oh, turnover. Brunson and Wemby is back, and he kicks it. That's actually a great defensive play, Wemby. If the Knicks score here and cut it to 20, could be a little pressure. Shots get a little tighter, but they are literally wrestling with Cat. Cat to the hole, no good. Those are the shots that you need, man. Those are the shots that you need. San Antonio pulls for another three. No good. Now all of a sudden they're missing threes, but the Knicks still are shooting poorly. OG for three. It's good. Oh my goodness. It's down to 19. Did I mention to y'all that I loved OG? I don't know if I mentioned this to you guys. I think he's tough. Garden is starting to come alive. People are standing up now. They feel like there's a chance. Another open three for San Antonio. No good. Brunson bringing the ball up. Wow. I didn't like that shot, Bridges. I didn't like that. A fadeaway two from 15 feet. I didn't like that shot at all. Not a good shot. San Antonio is being very deliberate right now. Fox going one-on-one with Hart. He pulls up. No good. They've missed 4 3-pointers in a row. They got Wemby guarding Brunson. They got to switch off what they need. Bridges misses. Nick Ball. Come on, Bridges. You was making those shots before. Derek Mallory says she's not an NBA fan. She's basically a real, genuine poser. I agree. Patrick White says, I've heard a lot of crowds at Dykeman at 155th. That's funny. Oh man. Oh, they're taking Wemby out. Is he tired? 5 minutes to go. 19-point lead. Josh wide open for three. It's good. Oh my goodness. 65-81. Knicks on a 13-0 run. Wow. Turnover. Knicks have the ball. Shemet for three. No good. That would have been gigantic. They got the rebound. Cat for three. Oh no, there's a foul on the floor. Josh Hart hustling. 81-65. I said if the Knicks could get it down to about 13-14 going into the fourth, we have a shot. It is 16 right now. Five minutes to go. Knicks have the ball. Spurs are, oh, Alvarado pulls up. That's a bad shot, bro. Oh. Was the clock running down? I didn't like that shot at all. Castle pull up jumper. They called a foul. Alvarado, that I didn't like that shot. Yeah, that's a foul, Josh Hart. That is a foul. Let's hope he misses one. He makes the first. Had he missed a couple of free throws in that last game, Knicks would have had a chance. Second free throw from Castle is good. A bad shot from Alvarado and a foul pushes it back to 18. And Wemby's back in the game. Josh shooting another three. No good. Like the Spurs have settled down a little bit. I feel like a little settled down here. Harper to the rim. He's fouled. They could push it back to 20. It was 16. Two foul calls. Dylan Harper's tough, man. They got a really good team, bro. They're not this good, but they're tough. Towns comes out. Even with this run that the Knicks just made, there were a couple of plays that really could have put some pressure on San Antonio. Harper's second free throw is good. It's back to 20 with 4 minutes to go in the third. And Mitchell Robinson is back in. They're using their bench. Brunson's playing a lot of minutes right now. Oh my goodness. Brunson just hit a crazy shot. Wow. Those are the calls that he was trying to get in the first quarter that they weren't giving him in the first half. Brunson makes a 3-point play. That's big. It's back to 17 now. Three minutes to go. 3.5. Oh, that's a tough move. Harper just gave the ankle breaker to OG. See, this is a nice little Knicks run, but it's a nice Knicks run, but San Antonio is still getting buckets there. Brunson pulls up. Good. Brunson is having a big game right now. 17-point lead, 3 minutes to go. Harper just pulls up and shoots an air ball from three. That wasn't a good shot. That might be the first bad shot that I've seen the Spurs take in a long time. Timeout. These people can get some rest. Spook says New York is closing the gap slowly but surely. Yeah, that's how you want to do it. You don't want to try to do it all at once. You want to try slowly but surely. However, time is not on your side. Slowly but surely in the second quarter, I mean, there's still time, but JT says Spook, it's a little too late. No, it's not, JT. 17 in the third quarter with 3 minutes to go is plenty of time. In the next 3 minutes, there's going to be at least, what is it, a 24-second shot clock? So there's going to be at least something like 3 possessions a minute. So in the next 2 minutes, you're looking at what? 6 times possessions back and forth? You get 2 stops and 3 scores or something, it could be down to 12. Benny Doyle says, a lot of times, San Antonio, don't fold now. All right, Benny Doyle, you about to get cut off this channel. Philly She says, definitely not too late. Lori Henninger, what's up? Looking like they couldn't shake the jinx Trump put on them. I don't want to say it just seemed like the atmosphere just changed. Corey Fuss said the Brunson show is about to begin. He's about to go off and pull it closer. Well, the Brunson show has started. Can you get stops? JT says, KP, I need blood pressure medication right now, fam. I can't take this ish. Relax, JT. Don't get excited yet. If they get it down to round 12, then take the pill. Yeah, Rich Shot, get it down to 13 points to the fourth. Yeah, that's when you guys have to take the pill. Benny Doyle says, no, Kenny, that was sarcasm. Knicks all day. I was about to say, Benny, what happened? Did you switch? Gregory says a lot of time defense would be crucial. Yeah, man. Brunson going to have to go ape shit in the fourth. All of the above. All of a sudden, all of those threes are not going down. I'd like to see what the 3-point percentages for San Antonio right now. And the Knicks are starting to make some shots, but it's still a long way. Still a long, long, long way. JT says, too late, KP. I'm out the window. Come back, JT. Don't jump. Don't jump yet, JT. You can't allow yourself to get crazy yet. San Antonio is 1 for 10, 0 for 6 from 3 in the last, since the 9-minute mark. They're giving Brunson a lot of run right now. Alley-oop, Robinson, slam. Wow. It is down to, what is that, 15? Ladies and gentlemen, we have a ball game. Wide open Fox. No good. All of those shots that were going in. Wemby, no good. We need a rebound, though. Wemby fires again. No good. Wow. All of those threes that were going down are now missing. Brunson looks real spry right now, then he turns it over. That was a bad pass. How they call that on Landry when Wemby went over his back? Oh, Jimmy Fallon got a seat right next to the Knicks bench. Ridiculous. Oh, he pushed him in the back. I see. Another 3-point look. They finally made one. Oh, that's a big shot. Big shot. That's a big shot. Now they're doubling Brunson now. They're going to get the ball out of people's hands. It's back to Brunson anyway. He's driving. Ah, that's a tough possession. Tough possession. Oh, they just turned it over. What the hell, Fox? Yeah, let's let San Antonio feel a little pressure. 90-72. 1 minute to go in the third quarter. A score right here would be real nice. My boy OG is back in the game. OG pulls up for 3. And it's good. It rolls in. Oh, my goodness. It's back down to 15. Can we get a stop right here? A stop right here would be gigantic. A turnover. 33 seconds left. It's going to be 2 possessions. What are we watching right now, y'all? I just saw Marcus Camby in the crowd. Oh, not that one. Spook Realm says one team goes up, blah, 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 in the first half. The other team can match it in the second. Sometimes it works like that. 90-75. This would be a really big score right here. But if we could hold, OG turns it over. Cat gets it. Come on, Clarkson. Shoot the ball. Wemby with 4 seconds. Don't foul him, Cat. End of the third. The Knicks cut 14 points off of the lead. We have a ball game, y'all. Ridshot says, welcome to Jamrock. Patrick White says, bartender, another brandy. Just a little sip, another blackberry brandy. Yeah, man. Engage VR, what up? Says we live. That was a gigantic third quarter for the Knicks. San Antonio went ice cold. Now, we definitely need another quarter like the quarter we just had. And I just want San Antonio to feel a little pressure. You know, everything was going right in that first half. I just want a little pressure right now. The ball doesn't flow as easily. Your handle is not as smooth in that fourth when it starts to really get into crunch time. Let's see. The Knicks definitely have a shot. Now, the problem is, did they expend too much energy cutting it to 14? We will soon see. But a lot like Clyde Frazier says, when you're on a comeback, you have to come all the way back and take the lead. And it's funny, the Knicks defense looked like it was a little more intense, but I don't even know if it's the Knicks defense as much as they're just missing now. It looked like same looks they had before, and they're just missing. Remains to be seen. At least the Knicks are giving you some reason not to cut the television off. JT says, yeah, but we didn't capitalize on Spurs going cold. They'll just have to make a couple of threes to move the game back out of range. We can't be leaving into the fourth to start playing. No, the Knicks did take advantage of the Spurs going cold. The Knicks were down at 27 points at the half. It's now 15. That's a lot of points. They took advantage. They weren't going to get the whole 27 back in one quarter. The trick, JT, is now, can we continue? Mendoza Jr. says, KP, are you going to keep doing these live videos for the rest of the series so that we can tune in? Yeah, I think so. Depending on what I have to do, I think so. I'm enjoying this. If you guys are enjoying it, we definitely can go further. Start of the fourth quarter, 90-75. Wemby drives to the rim, gets blocked. Out of bounds. Spurs inbound. That was almost a turnover. The Knicks' pressure is really ramping up right now. They're making it hard for the Spurs to get the ball in bounds. Burns up. The Knicks are challenging that out of bounds call. They're saying it went off of Wemby. Let's see the replay. And wow, that's going to be really close. That could be a jump ball right there. Um, Betty Doyle says, watch Taylor San Antonio. You know? JT says, not good enough, KP. Yo, Spurs went cold, but they weren't that cold. They weren't 27 points cold. They were about 14 points cold. The Knicks made it a ball game. I mean, they missed a couple of shots that they probably could have made. Um, but if you cut a 27-point game in half, you have something to play for. It's within reach. And considering what we just saw for 2.5 quarters, JT, sheesh. But I see what you're saying. I mean, Brandon Doyle says she's so cringy. They all see. I mean, I have a lot of respect for Taylor Swift. She's has made herself into a billionaire, all-time great pop star, but a lot of things seem like publicity stunts. Just doesn't seem like what are you doing here in New York? What are you doing at this game with a Knicks shirt on? Even if she came with no shirt, I'm just at the game. I would respect that more than jumping on the bandwagon. That's kind of whack. Patrick Watts says James Dolan is the only winner no matter what. Yeah, he wins no matter what. This series has a long way to go, y'all. Win or lose this game, it's still a long way to go. JT, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. If all of us can give KP, what do you say? If all of us can give KP a couple of dollars, we can make the watch along worth his while. Show love, family. Thank you. I appreciate it. It's worth my while, either or, but I appreciate it so much, JT. I'm definitely going to try to do game 5. Do they have an announcement? This is a good point right here, Kenneth Smith. If they made their free throws, it'd be 80. That's a big, that's a good observation right there. Even if they missed a couple, that was a turnover by San Antonio. A good call by Mike Brown. Knicks have the ball down 15. Brunson to the hole. McBride with a wild shot. That's a wild 3-pointer over Wemby. That's not a good shot. And he's about to come out, too. That was not a good shot, man. Wemby right in your face. And Harper just takes him right to the hole. Too small. That was a tough turnaround, right? That hurts. When we look back at the Knicks comeback, that hurt right there. Brunson with a lot of dribbling. Passes it to Mitch. Passes it to OG. Alley-oop, Mitch. He misses the dunk. See, these are the plays that you gotta have, Mitch. Wemby inside. He's fouled. See, this is about to be a 4-point swing. A bad shot and a missed alley-oop. Oh, thank you so much. Anyway, thank you. Really appreciate it. Says you are appreciated. Thank you so much. Joey Joe says, I'm done. I think this game is over. Still time, but those two plays really hurt. Deuce McBride needed to hit at least one of these threes he shot, man. Wemby misses one. 18-point game now. Can we get a good shot? Even if it doesn't go in. Shamet, no good. I'm not mad at that shot, but we needed to make it. They score here, we're in trouble. Harper 3, no good. Okay. It's still time, y'all. Alley-oop Robinson, too high. That's a bad pass. Another missed 3. Knicks are getting looks, y'all. Knicks are getting looks. Every time Wemby goes to the basket, the refs call a foul on a push. I didn't really like these substitutions by Mike Brown today. I know he's trying to try something, and you got to give people some rest. But the McBride and the Clarkson substitutions today were not good. Not good. Starting 5 is back in the game for one last push. That's a travel. Come on, ref. Oh, man, Wemby scored. That's a travel. You know what? If you're going to let Wemby get that, then there's nothing you can do. There's nothing you can do. It's a 20-point game now. Alvarado for 3. It rolls in. Gives the Knicks some life. But if you're going to let Wemby just do, that's a travel, man. I don't care what level of basketball you play, man. This is what makes me not like the NBA. That's whack. Alley-oop Wemby, foul, no basket. That should have counted. Are the Knicks in a penalty yet? No. I feel like that should have counted. They're showing a replay. 1, 2, 3. That's the Knicks can't get a rebound, man. We need a stop here. A stop and a score. Another alley-oop. Wemby finally misses one. Good D by Cat. Oh, what a layup by Bridges with Wemby hanging on to him. It's down to 15 again, y'all. 8 minutes to go, 15. This is a ball game. This is a ball game. Don't turn your TV off just yet. Spook Realm says refs don't call travels anymore. Cats start their 2 steps from half court these days with no call. Yeah, it's ridiculous. And stop short. You can take 2 steps like you're making a layup and just stop. When did this happen? Markeem says, right, KP. I mean, definitely a travel. I mean, come on. Engage says Gulliver's Travels. See, these are real big plays in the game. I could think of like 4 questionable calls in this game that would have turned this game around. I'm not saying the Knicks would be winning, but it's probably a 10-point game right now. Maybe 8. Don't forget, Kenny, we said Knicks in 6. They got to lose 2, part of our prediction. I agree. I said if the Knicks play the way they're playing right now, they'll win in 6. That was my prediction. The problem is you can't lose the home game. And after winning 2, you wanted to be at least 3-1. They say the winner of game 5 wins the series 70% of the time. And game 5 is going to be in San Antonio. So you wanted to get at least one of these at home. Man. Riding Dirty says, woo, still here, KP. Go Knicks. Don't turn your TVs off just yet, you guys. 15 points with 8 minutes to go is a lot of time. Hang in there. Even if the Knicks lose this game, I want to see something. I want to see, because now I'm seeing the Spurs shoot the way the Spurs have been shooting for most of the series. Now the Spurs look more like the Spurs. Still a good team, but not that ridiculousness that we just saw in this first half. Be nice if Hubie Brown was on the bench instead of Mike Brown. Now I'm going to give Mike Brown credit. He got his team to the championship up 2 games to 1. I'm not going to disrespect him. I'm not going to disrespect. But I loved Hubie Brown, though, as an analyst. They say he was very tough as a coach. You know what's crazy about Wemby, too, as they show these highlights? He's very quick off of his feet. To be a 7-footer, his second leap is really quick. All right, San Antonio with the ball, 15-point lead. Let's see. Wemby with the ball. He pulls up for a long jumper. No good. Oh, Brunson turns it over. Oh, that's a big turnover. Brunson is usually short-handed, and he just push it. What are you doing? You know, I know it's a lot of like when a player goes to set a screen, the defensive player pushes him into the screen a little bit to throw off his timing. I noticed that a lot these days. It's weird. This basketball is weird, man. There goes that guy Castle. Hart is on him. That's good D, Hart. That's good D, Hart. That's good D. I would love to see Hart on Castle more. 15-point lead, down to 7 and change. Still time. Alvarado dribbling in. At least he didn't shoot it this time. 8 on the shot clock. Now we're in trouble. Now Cat got to get it with 2 on the shot clock. Step back 3. Go! He made it. Oh, he made it. It's a 12-point game. Oh! They called a foul. Ref, are you serious? All of the stuff that they don't call in these games. That shot by Cat really gave the Knicks life, and that should have been a foul call. How can they call a foul? How can they call a foul on that? Cat only has 11 points. That foul trouble really, really hurt. It's a 13-point game with 7 minutes to go. There's a lot of time, y'all. A lot of time. I can't believe the ref just made that call. I cannot believe he bailed him out like that. Here comes my boy OG. You know, the more I watch this, the less Alvarado is starting to scare me, man. I don't know. Something about I don't know. He's tough, but something about his decision making. Patrick Watt says we just need 5 threes and 5 stops. Yeah, that'd be great. That was a big call in this game right now. It's a 14-point game. 7 minutes to go. That was a big call. OG for 3. Oh my goodness, he made it, y'all. Did I tell y'all I love OG? Did I mention that to you guys? It's an 11-point game. Turnover. Great D by Hart. The Knicks can cut it to single digits. Cat scores over Wemby. The Garden is going crazy. 13-2 run. It's a 9-point game with 6 minutes to go. And they call a foul. You know what? Guys are literally just putting their head down and running into other guys' stomachs, and the refs are bailing them out. Look how Cat got hit right here. How is that not a foul? I thought Cat traveled too, by the way. Yeah, but Doza says, yes, I believe you mentioned that you love OG. Oh, man. These free throws are killing us, bro. These refs, man. These refs. It's a 10-point game with 6 minutes to go. A lot of time, but these calls are just brutal. Now San Antonio's in the penalty with 6 minutes to go. Brutal. Castle is so cool at the free throw line, too. All right, y'all, it's back to 11. They got the switch they want. They got Fox on. Brunson to the hole. He puts it up. He's fouled. Thank you. Wish that had went in. Yo, Brunson is so tricky, man. He took that in amongst 3 taller guys and got hit. And if you look at this, there's a guy with his hand on his back pushing him. There's a guy that hit his arm. First one is good for Brunson. 10-point game. Second free throw rolls in. 9-point game, 6 minutes to go. Now all the shots matter now. We're not, crunch time is 5 minutes, but this guy shoots a 3. No good. Rebound, Alvarado. Easy. Hart turns it over, trying to draw a foul. 3-pointers up. No good. Woo, we dodged a bullet there, but that's a big turnover. Now they have Wemby on. Wemby is on Cat. Brunson to the hole. Oh my God, it's a 7-point game, y'all. That's a tough shot, Brunson. Garden is going crazy now, finally. Everybody's standing up. A lot of dribbling by Fox. Now he has to shoot. No good. Out of bounds off of Wemby. If I was San Antonio, they're still in good shape. But now it's getting a little sticky. We need a good shot. I don't care if we miss. I just need a good shot every time down. Alvarado's wide open. There goes my boy OG for three. Let's go. Knicks are on a 20-4 run. It's down to 4. I can't believe what I'm watching. Oh my goodness. OG with the same facial expression no matter what. Thank you so much, Lindell. Oh my goodness, it's down to 4. The Knicks have all the momentum. Oh my goodness. Philly Sheet says, where's this? Spurs keep taking bad shots. And all those shots were going down in the first quarter, second quarter. Buffalo Gal, thank you so much. Can we go into overtime? If the Knicks get this game to overtime, I'd be ecstatic. I want to win in regulation. The Knicks can win it. It's a 4-point game. This is anybody's ball game. This is crazy. This is crazy. Win or lose, this is crazy. Spurs have the ball. Wemby has the ball. 4 minutes to go, 4-point game. This is it, y'all. Knicks are playing tough. D. Oh, wow. Fox hits a 3. Tough shot. Tough shot. It's okay. We're okay. We got to answer, though. All right, Alvarado. Tough move. Wemby looks tired. He's dragging up the court. 5-point game. Wemby's tired, y'all. Wemby has it. He pulls up. Oh, did I say he was tired? I'm living with a long Wemby 2-pointer. I'm living with that, y'all. Tough shot. He made it. Hand in his face. Call the foul, ref. They're doubling Brunson. Okay, Alvarado. He made it. 3. Did I say I didn't trust Alvarado? I didn't say that. I didn't say that. It's a 4-point game, y'all. 4-point game with 3 minutes to go. Oh, my goodness. Every play is crucial. OG gets the poke out. 8 on the shot clock. Fox shoots a 3. No good. Get that rebound. Knicks with the ball down 4. Patrick Wise says, Alvarado said, take that, KP. That was in my face, too. Yeah, it was. It was. It was. It was. Here we go. Cat sets the pick. They get the switch they want. Why they want to switch Why they want to switch Wemby onto Brunson? Brunson shoots the three anyway. Oh, he made it! He made it! Oh my God, it's a 1-point game with 2 minutes to go. I cannot believe that shot. That was not a good shot, y'all. A turnover. Hart has a steal. He goes up. He missed. He took off from too far. Oh, man. That would have gave the Knicks the lead. Oh, my God. Oh, my goodness. That's a huge play. He took off too far. Oh, my God. It's okay. It's okay. We're still okay. But those are the kind of plays that will haunt you for the rest of your life if the Knicks lose this game by 1. Wemby misses at the line. Spook Realm says, don't ever doubt Spook Realm. That would have given the Knicks the lead, y'all. This is crazy. Can we miss 2? He missed both. The Knicks can take the lead, y'all, with a minute to go. They're doubling. They're loading up on Brunson's side. They do not want him to get a shot. But here he goes. One-on-one with Castle. Call the foul, ref. He goes up. It goes! The Knicks have the lead. Oh, my goodness. The Garden is going crazy. Oh, my goodness, y'all. The Knicks have a 1-point lead with a minute to go. If they get a stop right here, Castle on Hart. He pushed off. That's offensive foul. He stepped on the line. That is tremendous defense by Hart. Tremendous defense. I cannot believe what I'm watching, you guys. Don't ever doubt Spook Realm again in your life. That's an offensive foul, too, by the way. They should have called that. Knicks have a lead with 1 point, 1 minute to go. If the Knicks score right here, they give it to Alvarado. He's trying to get it back to Brunson. There's Brunson. They're fouling him, ref. That's a foul. Shot clock violation. Why won't the refs give us the same foul calls they're giving the Spurs? That is ridiculous. They are all over Brunson. They're taking Brunson out of the game right now for defense. Smart move, smart move. .105, 104. There's a timeout. Ladies and gentlemen, win or lose, this has to be the most miraculous comeback we have ever seen in a finals game, y'all. Hype Style says 2-point shot needed by San Antonio. Don't waste any 3-point shots. Even now, the refs are trying to take it away from us. Some ways I kind of feel that. They're going to go back. Mitch, if we get the stop, he should bring in Shamet. Yeah, oh my God. Richard said the script did say the Knicks winning game 4. The Knicks need to stop. This is the biggest defensive play in the last, I would say, going back to 73 for the Knicks. I know San Antonio back in 99 when Avery Johnson hit that jump shot to give San Antonio the lead and eliminate the Knicks. That might have been the biggest play in 99. But this could be, look at Taylor Swift jumping up and down. This could be the biggest defensive play, if not the biggest, the second biggest in the last 50 years, right here. Here we go, y'all. They inbounds the ball, 37 seconds. Fox just pulls up. Oh, no, and a foul on the rebound from Hart. Oh, my goodness. That rebound right there might have sealed the game. And Castle has been ice water at the free throw line. Ice water. First one is good. We are tied at 105. Two tough plays by Hart down the stretch. The Knicks had the lead, y'all. Yeah, Hart was ball watching. This is the second free throw from Castle. It's up. It's good. Timeout, Knicks. We're okay. We're okay. We need to score. Now, that's unfortunate because the Knicks got the stop that they needed. And you got to finish the play with a rebound. And Josh Hart is one of the best, probably the best rebounding guard in the league. But that's going to hurt. That hurts. That and the missed layup. I mean, we survived the missed layup to take the lead. But that is a tough one. We got to score. But listen, if the Knicks don't score, we still have time to foul and hope that they miss again at the line. And we're going to have two chances. Philly Sheet says, Brunson with the runner for the win. I'm calling it now. Philly Sheet, you will be the star of the channel if that is the case. Brunson has been amazing in this fourth quarter again. We don't need a quick basket. We need a good shot. JT, I don't think we need a quick basket. We're only down one. We don't need to turn it over. It's 30 seconds to go. It's plenty of time. Get the ball in bounds. Brunson with the ball. OG sets the pick. You know they're going to Brunson. He drives. He fakes. He puts it up. No good. Oh, they missed. It's 7 seconds. Knicks have the ball. They need to score. They fouled to stop the clock. Oh, my God. What's going on? Fox had the ball on a chase out, and he thought he got fouled, but they didn't call it. Fox should, you're right, FE2. Fox should have dribbled that out. Fox should have dribbled that out. Fox should have dribbled that out, but I'm glad he didn't. Oh my goodness. This now becomes the biggest possession maybe in the history of the Knicks. I mean, I'm sure they've won. I didn't see 73. I know Jerry West hit a 70-foot shot in 73 to send it into overtime, but the Knicks won against the Lakers. But this could be the biggest shot in Knicks history. If it's not the biggest, it's in the top 2 or 3 right now. Oh, they're saying Alvarado went back. Oh, he went in the backcourt. What are they saying? Alvarado went in the backcourt? Here we go, y'all. 5 seconds to go. Now there's no time for a foul. There's barely time for a tip in. This is it, y'all. Inbounds to OG. Brunson with the ball. He shoots a 3. He misses. OG tips it. God! He made it! He made it! OG tips it in. Oh my God, with 1 second to go. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. I said there was no time for a tip-in, but Brunson shot it so fast that he left time. The Knicks by 1. We need a stop. Oh my God, we need a stop. Brunson shot it so fast. OG tipped it. That's the most unbelievable tip-in I've ever seen in my life. They had 2 people on, look how high he was. They had 2 people on Brunson, so OG had a clear lane to the basket. This is unbelievable, y'all. If the Knicks get a stop right now, this is the greatest game I've ever seen in my life. Oh my goodness. JT, we are praying for you, JT. 1.2 seconds. They're going to try to lob it. The only thing they're going to try to do is lob it to Wemby. Don't foul him. Don't foul him. Here we go. Inbounds to Harper. He's looking. Lob. He takes it. No good. No good. No good. No good. Oh my God. The Garden is going crazy. Oh my God. Oh my God. Spook Realm and Philly Sheed, you are both correct. You said the Knicks were going to come back. You said it was going to be Brunson time. Oh my God. Oh my God. What did I just see? Largest comeback win in NBA Finals history. Oh my God. And I was saying there was time. I want to see Wemby's face right now. He was so smug. He was so disrespectful. He acted like such an asshole the whole game. I want to see his face right now. Put the camera on Wemby. I want to see his face. Oh my God, that was the greatest game I've ever seen in my life, y'all. And you are correct. If you're going to pay $60,000 for a ticket, that's the kind of game you want to see. Spurs fans, take off your jerseys. Yo, I don't know what's going to happen in New York tonight, y'all. Every bar, every street corner, New York is probably going to burn tonight, y'all. What a tip by OG. We're going to watch this, y'all, for the next 30 years. OG has become an absolute Knicks legend, win or lose. This might have gave the Knicks the championship. Did I mention to y'all that I loved OG? Patrick White says OG is cooler than cool. He really is. Does he even know the Knicks won? I'm looking at him. He's just like, yeah, this is what I do. Lindell, KP, Knicks going to San Antonio to finish them. This might have broke them. San Antonio is tough. This is the kind of play that breaks any team. I want to see Wemby's face. They always have the camera showing the players going into the tunnel. I want to see his smug face right now. OG is the absolute dawn right now. You know what, too? Big up Taylor Swift, y'all. Taylor Swift has given the Knicks lucky charm. I'm taking back everything I said about Taylor Swift. JT says, I'm speechless. I have nothing else left. I'm calling in sick. Please stay on KP. Give us an after game session. Hit the thumbs up if you agree, family. Yo, my voice is hoarse, y'all. I got to get something to drink. I got to go to the bathroom. I'm going to stay another couple of seconds. I don't even know what to say, y'all. My phone is lighting up right now. I am sick. My stomach literally hurts right now, y'all. OG, what a tip. And he had to tip it perfectly. You know how hard that is to tip the ball in like that perfectly? You just have to touch it. And I cannot believe what I just saw, y'all. They outscored San Antonio by 28 points in the second half. And I said San Antonio is not as good as how they played in that first half. And the law of averages, Benny Doyle, the law of averages came back to say they are not going to shoot the ball like that. And they didn't. I'm done. Y'all, I don't even know what to say. JT said, this might be the greatest moment of my life. It could be the little kid. There is a 13, 12-year-old Kenny Parker right now that's literally losing it. Ride and Dirty said, I believe the entire time. Yes, you did. And you have proof. Anybody who said that the Knicks are going to come back, there you have proof on the Kenny Parker show right now. Rich Shot says, KP, we just witnessed history. Yes, we did. Yes, we did, y'all. Big up the Knicks. Knicks go up 3-1. I don't think any NBA team has ever come back from a 3-1 deficit. I do believe it's happened in baseball. I think it's happened in other sports. I don't think it's ever happened in basketball. The Spurs have to win 4 games in a row now to win. I want the Knicks to get them out of here in San Antonio. Let's get him out. Let's get him out of here in 5. God willing, we're going to do a Knicks watch for game 5. This is going to be the big story all night, y'all, and rightfully so. I'm about to jump off. I'm sick, y'all. I am sick. I am sick. This is the Kenny Parker Show. I think today is Wednesday, so game 5 should be Saturday, maybe. I'm not sure, but I will be here. We're gonna do another one, but we'll probably we'll be on Friday night, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We'll talk more about this. This has been fantastic. Thank you guys for chilling with me. I have to digest this because if you cut your TV off, you missed it. Gregory Ness says game 5 is Saturday. Yes. Let's do it again, y'all. I'm speechless. I don't even know what to say. Friday, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, God willing, we will be on live. We'll talk about this some more. Philly Shees, you got to work, but this is, you know what, Benny Do? I'm going to leave it right here. Kenny, this is the best live maybe ever. Yes, it is. This is the best live ever. I'm going to jump off, y'all. I need a minute. I need a minute. They're showing a replay on the news right now. I'm just going to watch this tap in one more time. It's good. All right, y'all. I'm out of here. Friday.